Welcome to Booze on the Rocks, and today we're going to make jet fuel for adults. Now, if that sounds like a lot of booze, you're right, because it is. Now, there's no real history on this cocktail. It's just one of those party drinks that you're gonna make a few of these, and let's be honest, after like two of them, you're sitting down, you're having a quiet conversational party at that point, because people will be off to slumberland, if they're anything like me. Now, if you're really interested in jet fuel, you can't buy it. The closest you could buy it, and this is back when I was younger in the 90s, you could get Shell Super Fuel, and you used to use that for racing. You can't buy that anymore. Anyways, grab yourself your shaking glass. Now, what am I doing now? Anyways, grab yourself some vodka of choice. Don't use anything special for this, trust me. And you're gonna start with 1.5 ounces or 45 mils. Now, one of the things you have to take into account with this cocktail is it's going to be a large glass. So you'll want something that's easily 14 to 16 ounces, maybe more depending on how much ice you actually want to put in with your glass. Now, your next ingredient makes most cocktails better, and that's Di Serono Amaretto. This stuff's the bomb. Anyways, you're going to use the same amount of 1.5 ounces or 45 mils. And truthfully, I think that last pour was just a little bit generous, closer to 1.75 ounces. But the ratio you want is 1.5 ounces. Now I'm going to leave the last ingredient to last because, you know, why not? It'll be surprising. And you'll say, well, that'll make sense, David. So what we are going to do is add a little bit of lime juice. Now we need 1/2 ounce or 15 mils, and we'll just squeeze that directly into the glass. Now, once you've added that, because we're at 3 ounces of alcohol already, and now 1/2 ounce of this, we need a little bit of pineapple juice. Now I'm using a pure pressed pineapple juice, meaning there's very little sugar added, or there shouldn't be any. Now what you do need for this, well, I put this right back where it was, is a total of 4 ounces or 120 mils. Now your next ingredient is the magic weapon in this cocktail that's really going to amp it up. Now, this is a little bit of 151 rum. Now I'm using a little bit of, I'm using Lemon Heart. It's great stuff, I love it, but I normally use it sparingly. However, we're going to use a total of 1.5 ounces or 45 mils. And this definitely does not look like the color I saw online, which was yellow. And I kind of expected that based on these ingredients. Now, having said that, we are going to add ice to dilute this. You'll also chill this down, so add as much ice as you can sort of safely add to that, because you want to make sure you get a good mixture. Give it a good seal, because I'm not going to flip it, because with my luck, it'd go flying everywhere, but you want to make sure you shake it hard. Now we're going to shake this for a good 8 to 10 seconds and take that off with the strength of 1,000 ounces of booze, because that's probably as strong as it's going to be. Grab yourself a nice glass. This is just a 16-ounce Tulip glass, which is 480 mils, and I'm just going to free pour it in. Now about that nice yellow that I just talked about, it's much nicer looking now than before it went in the shaker. Interesting. But the picture I saw was bright yellow. Now, having said that, you could garnish this if you want, but you know what? Let's give it a shot. Completely unbalanced. Well, not really. The pineapple is there, but it doesn't taste overly pineapple-y. You get a little bit of the Amaretto. The vodka you don't get at all. And the 151 is not overpowering in this, oddly enough. It's deceptively sneaky, and you could knock back a couple of these. It's actually pretty good. If you like this style of cocktail, take a look after the recipe card right over here.